Hello everyone! Today we're diving into some legendary U-turns that even Google Maps couldn't predict in time. Just a heads up, this is for entertainment only. In real life, keep your hands steady on the wheel and your brain even steadier. Because trust me, going viral on a traffic cam is not the kind of fame you want. Pity the cars that were parked legally but still got caught in the mess. Hopefully, the driver has full insurance coverage. The cause definitely needs to be thoroughly investigated. Heavy-duty vehicles must undergo frequent technical inspections. The fault lies entirely with the Volkswagen. A complete disregard for traffic laws, thinking a quick overtake would be harmless. Hopefully the driver will face serious legal consequences. Support for the proposal from the mayor of Olsztyn. There needs to be more frequent checks on blood alcohol levels and speed, especially for trucks. Mini Cooper, small but tough. Once again, a small car proves that safety isn't about size. Luckily, there were no human casualties. Hopefully, the authorities will step up public awareness campaigns to promote traffic safety.
Southbound and the northbound lane. A baseline, we're at 1700 block. Bad signal for Marion.
Marion SO1.
Hey man, hey, stop moving stuff, dude.
New York never sleeps, and neither do the cars, not even for a red light. Fortunately, no one was injured. Material damage can be repaired. What matters most is everyone's safety. The accident occurred just 400 meters, and proving rally racing is an extremely demanding sport. Just one moment of loss of control is enough. This isn't a truck, it's the king of the highway making an entrance.
Nossa senhora!
Calma, calma. Não, freio, sai daí, freio, sai daí. Sai daí, freio. Freio, go!
Let's hope this serves as a warning to improve public transport safety in Chile and beyond. Grab ride, but with an upgraded Ninja Lead attitude. The car was crushed like tofu, but the people came out unharmed. These folks must have signed an insurance contract with the universe. Driving skills, 1/10. Blame shifting skills, 10/10. A true silken steering wheel driver with reversed logic and ethics.
About 2600 block northwest 27th Avenue. Romeo Alpha Yankee Hotel, we're southbound 35th Avenue.
On Monday morning, a driver named Leroy Graham was spotted speeding on NW 27th Avenue, Florida. When police signaled him to stop, he chose not to cooperate and kept going, first casually, then accelerating near the I-75. Even after several PIT maneuvers, Graham kept control of the wheel like in an action movie.
Another pit. Station 1033.
Eventually, after a few miles of skill showcase, he stopped and was safely arrested. The reason for fleeing? He honestly confessed, "I don't have a license."
Traffic. They stop him. Put your hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Put your hands up!
Road sign, "I want to speak directly with the police," and then it flew straight into their car. Beantoy Bridge today witnessed a stunt scene with no stunt doubles required. On the afternoon of June 23, 2024, at the intersection of Adams Boulevard and Gramercy Place, Los Angeles, an LAPD patrol car responding code 3 to a call involving an armed suspect unfortunately collided with an innocent Toyota Corolla. The Corolla driver, Mr. Regino Orea Jr., is currently hospitalized and placed in a medically induced coma. Meanwhile, the police officers suffered only minor injuries and were discharged the same day, healthy enough to write their incident reports.
Джойстик. Кнопня.
Damn!
Hell no.
A pretty expensive way to test a luxury SUV's rollover resistance. Chain accidents often begin with a small mistake, not keeping distance, lack of focus, or sudden braking. Road awareness isn't just a skill, it's a responsibility to the entire community. Early morning, Deck 3 2024, a Kia went full jailbreak from Virginia to Maryland at a speed that even VinFast would admire. Maryland police didn't chase, they lay down a spike strip. Direct hit. But life isn't a movie. The car spun out and hit a civilian vehicle at the Route 301 Port Tobacco intersection.
$10.50. Two cars. Which car is it?
Your hands!
We see them hands! Hands! Hands!
Stand up!
Papa, USA on Centennial.
A perfect mix of chaos and luck. The elderly man on the sidewalk surely had the luckiest day of his life. Looking at how he jumped to dodge, it's clear he's luckier than fate itself. A dangerously close drift on the GSXR. High speed feels amazing, but staying safe is definitely more enjoyable. Wow, what a spectacular lane change. Driving in a tunnel. Slow, steady, and keep a safe distance. Luckily, this time it wasn't too serious, but safety should always come first.
Oh my goodness.
Truck goes airborne, crashes onto police car during high-speed chase. In Dayton, Ohio, a high-speed pursuit ended dramatically when a pickup truck lost control, went airborne, and landed directly on top of a police car. The incident occurred after the suspect caused an accident and attempted to flee. Footage from an officer's body cam captured the intense moment. Fortunately, no serious injuries were reported. Authorities are continuing their investigation. One mechanical failure affected 14 vehicles. Brake maintenance is non-negotiable, especially with heavy-duty trucks.
Always an
A 1-second wrong turn, a highway of consequences. Highways don't forgive mistakes like this. A stolen Audi chase ended dramatically when two brave truck drivers blocked its path. Despite collisions and reckless speeding, no one was injured, a miracle, as police described it, and the heroic citizens were commended.
Left, Ilmston Road, A6007. Vehicle smoking into right onto Knowles Road. Left the carriage around to the pavement, back onto the road. I think he's blown in on the inside side. Road blocked by a lorry.
Not everyone who drives fast is in a hurry. Sometimes they're just not thinking. Speeding might save you minutes, but driving safely wins you a whole peaceful day. A driver faces alcohol charges after plowing through multiple backyards. No injuries, but another stark reminder. Alcohol and steering wheels never belong together.
Давай! Да, вот это кино.
Big trucks, big responsibilities. Routine maintenance isn't a suggestion, it's mandatory. Coca-Cola probably didn't expect their Summer Refresh campaign to start with this kind of thrill. The bike was like a warrior facing the crash ahead, collapsing in the middle of the road but still rising with resilience, only with a few scars. Riding back home like a hero.
Jesus! Woo! Woo!
The BMW carrying EFL players crashed straight into the garden wall. It's unbelievable. Hope everyone is safe after this accident. On August 9th, 2023, Manuel Ramirez led officers on a high-speed chase after being involved in a collision and reckless driving in a stolen vehicle.
Parking lot. Next right, follow it up. I have the vehicle. Hold on, he's turning around. He's turning around. He's going to be facing your way. Officer's coming up that ramp. He's facing your way. He's coming down the ramp towards the officer. He's turning around. He's going to be facing your way. Officer's coming up that ramp. He's facing your way. He's coming down the ramp towards the officer. He's ramping.
The pursuit escalated as Ramirez collided with multiple cars and intentionally hit 2 police vehicles and an innocent civilian's van. After continuing to flee, Ramirez was eventually apprehended and taken to the hospital for treatment. 3 officers were injured during the incident. Ramirez was charged with assault with a deadly weapon on a police officer.
Hey, get out the fuck! Get on the fucking ground!
High speed on a wet road, and the result is unable to stop in time. Don't let your journey end like this. Drive slowly and honk early to stay safe and protect yourself. The car turned around without checking behind. The bus avoided the collision, but ended up crashing into a house. It's as if the road was an entrance to someone's home. When a chase turns into a race without strategy, because the SUV found its own stopping point. A fitting end to the pursuit. Adrift at the curve, but instead of finishing the race, it went straight to the trees in the house gate. Looking at how he jumped to dodge, it's clear he's luckier than fate itself. The dashcam car must be thinking, wait, I just tapped you lightly. Was that reaction really necessary?
Oh shit, there we go.
On February 1, 2025, around 2 a.m., deputies attempted to stop a vehicle near Time nightclub in Marion County. The driver, identified as Al Johnson Jr., initially pulled over, but then fled, leading deputies on a pursuit reaching speeds over 100 mph.
We are now, we're going to be turning westbound onto 95th Street. Passing 105th Street, everything's still the same. There's been no cars on the road at all. So we're passing 105th Street, still something.
Signal 4, paramedics.
The chase ended when Johnson lost control and surrendered. He was arrested and charged with fleeing to elude a law enforcement officer with disregard for safety. Johnson is currently held at the Marion County Jail without bond. Planned to race the red light but ended up facing disaster. Beat the red light but couldn't beat their own stupidity. Starting the morning with fueling up, like this is quite a situation. Luckily, no casualties, but the neighborhood surely had a powerless morning to remember. With a little patience and the right tools, anyone can become a mechanic. Your garage, DIY repairs, DIY fixes, and DIY cleanup for your own mess. When the sidewalk seems like a safe place, but not when this car decides to prove otherwise. Warning: never trust places that seem safe. Cycling across the road like a breeze, but nearly gave the truck driver a heart attack. Driving skills, poor. Dedication to destruction, top tier. When the brain chooses stubbornness over
Only 75 north at the 225. We're gonna be on the right shoulder.
On April 6, 2024, Georgia police chased a Nissan Altima linked to a theft in Locust Grove. The driver refused to stop, dangerously speeding through multiple areas.
Headed up towards the 228. Down the left lane.
Go left lane 228.
Now going in the left lane. They taking the 285. They taking 285. Get off at the 285.
10.625.
They just forced the car from opposite shoulder. Still going towards 285, going west 285.
10 west 285.
Pit. Start 52.
After executing a pit maneuver, police arrested two suspects, Haley Christine Bott, the driver, and Crystal Lachelle King, the passenger. Bott was injured and taken to the hospital, while King was arrested on site. Thailand, where good reflexes don't just win games, they save lives during rush hour. Reversing skills, 0 points. Damage, an entire dream just completed. Maybe the car was craving barbecue and went straight for the kitchen. A masterclass in reverse drifting. Too bad the landing spot wasn't part of the plan. Maybe the driver was auditioning for the villain role in Fast and Furious Public Transport Edition. One rash move puts countless lives at risk. It wasn't just a stolen bus, it was public safety on the line. The BMW zooms like a rocket, crashes into another car, flips it over, then gives a gift to a lamppost. An accident scene like no other. Life is a short journey, but a moment of carelessness can change everything. Always drive responsibly and respect your safety and others. Running a red light thinking you're the king of speed, but little did you know, it turns into a speeding accident. Like a reckless driver, the car didn't just crash. It decided to race into the showroom as if it were in a race with itself. In September last year, Cheshire Police attempted to stop a gray BMW 325 on the M56, driven by Meridew Francis. After initially complying, Francis fled, reaching speeds up to 139 by M56 on the M56. Francis, 31, from Coed Aben, Wrexham, was arrested and pleaded guilty to dangerous driving. The car zoomed by, overheated, and the barrier could only stand there, watching and taking the hit. He reacted as fast as the wind clip, while the out-of-control car could only chase in disappointment. luck was just a second away from him, otherwise 2 accidents would have happened at once. The driver's quick reflexes truly saved him. The wheel flew freely while the car automatically met its fate, a truly terrifying, unscripted action scene. Just bought a new car, feeling excited to the max. But don't let the new make you forget that safety comes first. Driving that fast, yet choosing to run instead of taking responsibility, high speed but low morals. Stepped out of the car with a shocked face, but nothing could distract from what had just happened. Luckily, no serious injuries. On the afternoon of January 30, 2025, Lake Worth police attempted to stop a 35-year-old driver for a traffic violation, but the suspect fled, leading to 2 separate pursuits. After crashing his vehicle, the individual resisted law enforcement and barricaded himself inside a home in Fort Worth. SWAT teams were deployed, engaging in hours of negotiations to de-escalate the situation. Despite multiple attempts to ensure a peaceful resolution, the suspect continued to resist, prompting officers to take necessary action. The individual was later transported to a hospital, but did not survive. No officers or civilians were harmed. Authorities are conducting a standard investigation into the incident. The driver forgot to lower the truck bed. The horn behind was screaming for help, but unfortunately no one heard it. Shockwave is like a steel monster, roaring with 3 fire-breathing dragons leaving a trail of speed like a storm sweeping everything away.
Over 12,000 feet. Jet truck.
Anyone can drive, but not everyone knows how to drive smart. On July 5, 2020, Deputy Samantha Horn spotted a stolen 2015 Hyundai Elantra and attempted to stop the vehicle, but the driver, Harley Moore, fled, leading to a pursuit.
Caught up in traffic. Southbound on 441, just crossed over 42.
Denver, crossed over 42, still southbound, kilo 5421.
63 from that took a bit.
Denver, good.
Lost the front tire.
Lost the front tire.
Signal for another vehicle.
Signal for another vehicle.
After deploying a stop stick and using 2 PIT maneuvers, the vehicle was stopped and Moore was arrested. Moore was charged with grand theft auto and fleeing. The passenger, Harrison Blodnick, was also taken into custody. Did the pole have a grudge against you? How did you hit it so perfectly? Be careful next time, don't make the pole feel offended too. When you trust your memory more than your eyes, and then bam, a familiar intersection suddenly gives you a new lesson.
Johnny!
When you realize that danger isn't always obvious, always maintain a safe distance from anything that might turn dangerous. When driving turns into an art form, this kind of reflex truly deserves the title of elite skills. traffic disaster in the making. A reckless U-turn, a speeding motorcycle. Just one more move and it could have been a catastrophe.
Exit dah. Coba! Malah ni belakang apa? Ibu rakam.
The Toyota Vios and Alphard raced like in a movie, and in the end, the Vios decided to stop by catching fire. On the night of July 15, 2024, a Facebook Marketplace car sale in OMROWI turned into an armed robbery when a 65-year-old seller was shot during an altercation with two suspects. The suspects fled in a U-Haul truck, sparking a multi-jurisdictional pursuit on I-41.
Contact helicopter.
Losing his tires, he's gonna be westbound on John. Say to him.
Dispatch from Brandon Fairwater 678.
Police deployed tire deflation devices, forcing the suspects to drive on bare rims before executing a pit maneuver to stop the vehicle. Both suspects were arrested at the scene and a loaded firearm was recovered. A truck with a raised bed crashes into a pedestrian bridge, bringing the entire structure down onto the highway. Poor tire, just standing still and still gets blamed. Truly the take responsibility even when you're innocent version of mechanics. True low IQ steering combo, smashing the median, knocking down a streetlight, and serving a car a free skewered treatment. Who said fast cornering was cool? Planned a peaceful carjacking but got switched lanes by gunfire. The carjacking gang fled in a Mercedes but couldn't outrun the cops. Never steer on impulse, especially on curvy roads full of blind spots and high accident risks. Truck decides to turn a mountain road into a racetrack. Staying calm is the only way to handle this situation.
Выкладывайте фотки хуярду, что там очень лишнее.
Racing a train, don't forget the spectacular explosion waiting at the finish line. Fayette County Police pursued a 14-year-old driving a stolen vehicle from DeKalb County. After a high-speed chase through multiple residential areas, the car lost control and came to a stop. Upon arrest, officers discovered the teen was in possession of an AR-15 rifle. The Fayette County Sheriff expressed concern over the severity of the incident and urged parents to be more attentive to prevent similar occurrences. The case remains under investigation. Thank you all for watching the video until the very end. If you found this content helpful, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to catch our latest videos as soon as they're released. We promise to bring you more high quality and captivating videos. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.